how's it going? My name is Max. You guys probably don't know me. Well, I'm a real straight up person, and a friend approached me and said, hey, you know what, you should have your own web show. And here I am now. This is our first episode. Basically what this is about is just topics, situations, questions, from you guys. And I get my input on it, and then I hear from your feedback. So don't hesitate to ask any questions. It could be from relationships to social life to whatever. Like I said, it's called Real Talk for a reason, because this is a real show. Now, here's our first question. Materialistic people. I got an email on this, and I'm thinking the person that sent me this email hangs out with the wrong crowd. But why do people need to buy stuff to impress other people? I think that's very stupid. I see people walking around with fake jewelry, girls walking around with fake hair, fake eyelashes. What the hell is that? To impress someone? I'd rather impress someone with my mind. That's the greatest weapon of all. Not like some jewelry that's going to make your neck turn green, or eyelashes that is going to be all over your eye. Eventually it's going to fall off. When you're dancing in the club, your jewelry's going to fall off, your eyelashes are going to fall off, and you're going to look like the real person that you really are. Because in the end, if all that comes off, that's the real you. You're not going to be having all that jewelry on when you're, making the love making, right? Exactly. That's why I don't think you need to buy. You don't need items basically to impress people. Impress people for who you are. Impress people on how you act, how you present yourself. It's like when you're going to an interview. People get all dressed up. I could be really dressed up, and I could be a complete klutz. But I could be dressed up and nice, and I could be a really smart person. Just because on the outside you look, well presented, doesn't mean on the inside you're smart or you know how to take care of yourself. You have to handle yourself as a genuine person, basically. You don't need materialistic items. I don't need a big fancy car driving around wasting, I don't know, who knows how much in the gas pump. Well, I could be driving a nice, decent car, saving money in the gas pump, and still going from A to B. Because that's the point of the car, right? To go to A, B. Not to impress some chick down the street. Honestly, if a chick down the street likes me for my car, it's not worth it. If I'm driving a hoopty and the girl still likes me for who I am, that's a keeper. That's like, why are you going to be with someone that sees you for what you have, not for what you're worth? That's the biggest, compliment, biggest option of all. You don't need items, you don't need jewelry, fake stuff to present people. Just be who you are. Just be yourself. Like I said about the job interview, you could be fake at the job interview, but in the end, when you're working at the job, the people are going to see the real you, and that's when you're going to stay at the job or you're going to get fired. Same thing. If you're going to be in a relationship, eventually she's going to realize, hey, you know what, he doesn't have all that stuff, or she doesn't have the type of body that, that she was flaunting, because in the end it's all going to come off, right? And then that's when they're going to see the real you. Be who you are. Be yourself. That's the best. Honestly, I would love someone that's real just like me, because I know that I can speak my mind and that person can speak their mind with me. That's the best part of all. Now let me put questions aside and let me get to a serious matter. Social networking. Now you might look at me weird and be like, how's that a serious matter? But think about it. Now these days I see little 8-year-olds walking around with cell phones. Kids on Facebook, Twitter, back in the day, MySpace. But, what happened to going outside and playing some sports? I remember when I was younger, I used to go outside. Everybody would be outside on the block playing whatever. We'll be playing baseball, soccer, football. Now everybody communicates with each other on the internet. No one goes outside anymore. Kids all stay at home, going on their computers or texting on their phone. It's crazy how social networking has evolved. And honestly, if you don't really think about it, it had led to the next biggest thing, which is obesity in America. If you don't think about it, but in reality, it's true. Like now these days, people go buy video games for their kids, and then they stay home trying to beat the game. They'll be there hours. They don't want to go out. They just keep playing their Xbox, PlayStation, or their computer games and whatnot. And they forget about the biggest thing, running outside, breaking the sweat, instead of just standing inside in an air conditioning room playing games. It's the same thing with social networking. People stay inside on computers, talking to their friends, calling their friends on the phone, texting, instead of going outside and knocking to the neighbor's house. Hey, can we go outside and play? That's what I used to do. I used to go to my neighbor's house down the street and knock on their door and ask if they could come outside and play. We'll come up with the randomest things. Now kids don't even do that, and that's what I said. It leads to obesity because kids just stay at home, get lazy, and just end up playing video games, talking on the computer. And that's how much the world has evolved. And it's a big, serious matter. I mean, obesity is one of the biggest things now in America. McDonald's, Burger King, all that. You know, when your kids they want to eat something, the parents will go get fast food while they just eat it, stay at home, and keep playing video games. Why would you spend $60 on a game where you could spend like maybe 30 on let's say a baseball bat, a baseball, and some mitt, and get your kids in the sport? I mean, do you see? Is there like let's say a scholarship for video games? Come on now. Your kid can get a scholarship for playing football. You can get a scholarship for playing basketball, baseball. Go to a great college. Get a degree on something. You don't get a degree in playing video games. Yeah, there's like video game programming and all that stuff. But honestly, in reality, how many people get into that? Not that many. As in like big time football players started from when they were little playing football outside. How many kids now these days did you see playing outside? Honestly, the age limit that you see kids outside are from either when they're 3 up to maybe 6. Because then by 7 and 8, they want to get a cell phone. They start using the computer. They start playing video games. I've seen little kids walking around with little Game Boys, little PSPs and stuff like that. And now these days, it's a sad shame. It's a shame because I remember I used to go outside and just play and break a sweat. Kids, what kind of sweat did they break? To walk into the fridge and back? Come on now. You might hate me, you might love the fact of what I'm talking about, but this is real talk. This is what it's about, and I'm giving you my input on it. And this is a serious matter, like I said, social networking and how it's evolved. Now let's move on. Now this is our random fact of the day. Did you know that you could shrink your potato chip bag? Check it out. Oh, and remember, don't try this at home, even though I'm at my home. Woo! Check that out. Oh shit, that's crazy. You see the sunship sign and everything. And you can even still see how many calories it has on it. Random facts. Alright, that was our first episode of Real Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other questions or any feedback you guys want to give me, hit me up on my Twitter page, twitter.com/realstraightup. And I'm willing to hear from you guys' responses. And let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next week. Alright, the next question says, how to get my girl to get anal sex? And I'll be like, really? That's a real question, dude? Like, you really asked me that? Like, it could be a blooper,
Yeah, why would you not have sex with your inner girlfriend? I mean, why wouldn't you have sex with your girlfriend anally?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, like that could be a blooper. Like, you'd be like, alright, Max, the next question is anal sex. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? That's an actual question? Like, that could be a blooper.
Why wouldn't that be a real question? Trust me, I have hard enough time of trying to convince my girlfriends. It's like, baby, I want to have anal sex. And I'm like,
no, I'm just saying that could be a blooper right there. Like, my reaction would be like, really? You guys want me to answer that? Like, Alright, ready?
Somebody doesn't want to play. What the hell was that? What?